Many parents today are worried that if they get their children hooked onto reading devices,
Sure.
that their children really just like the games and the toy aspect of it, and they don't really like to read.
These devices are not going to go away. And there's always going to be a lot of mindless and mind-numbing content available. It's necessary to have balance, and so we want to be part of that balanced diet. We want to bring, right, the alternative. I think the technology is capable of so much more. And kids deserve more. They will use what we give them. See, I believe all media is educational. Question is, what are we teaching?
Arts programs are getting cut out of schools, and community centers are going away. We blog often on our publishing blog, Alleycat, about the closing of libraries. What do we do to combat that and bring arts to the forefront?
We have to wake up, and we have to make our voices heard in terms of, so what are we choosing? What are we choosing? What's the cost of the decision making, right? Is the world we want to live in one that is determined by fear-based decision making, or do we want to do it another way? Well, if we do, then we have to wake up. We have to get up off the couch. We have to move around. We have to read a book. We have to enlighten ourselves, and we have to get motivated. We have to decide how it is we want to live. And we have to make the decisions necessary in order to live in a much more balanced way. It's not rocket science.
Parents have grappled since the beginning of time to try to get their kids to read.
The same conversation happened, believe me, when television came along, right?
Right.
Oh, it's going to be the death of us, right? It's going to be the end of civilization, the end of culture. Well, in some cases, that's actually true when you look at a lot of reality television. But the world didn't end, right? We figured it out. If you have a diet that is not balanced of anything, what you read, what you watch, what you eat, what you think, you will become obese.
Do you think there is an age-appropriate time for a child to start reading on an e-reader?
It is appropriate for it to become a part of that parent-child interaction at the earliest of age, right? And while we still have the opportunity to flip back and forth between printed books and electronic devices, absolutely. That way your child grows up fluent in both. It's the parents that set the example. I grew up in a house where my mother read in front of me, not only to me, she read in front of me. I got that very important example that reading is like breathing for human beings. It's not rocket science, y'all. They model what it is we do. So if you want your child to be literate in both the printed book as well as the tablet computer, then flow back and forth.